Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy like back with another YouTube video. And in today's video we're gonna be doing a bit of a different kind of video, and it's gonna be I'm doing just a quick book review. Usually with these book reviews I like to mention, like, for example, uh why I think Thanos, for example, we did Thanos Rising the other day, and I said, like, why should I think Thanos should get a solo movie in the MCU. But in this case, it's just more of like a book review here, and it's gonna be Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe, and I'm gonna go off to only the first one. I know he does it again. It's there's another book after this which is called Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe again, but in this case we're just talking about the first one. So yeah, I just finished reading it and I got some thoughts. I got some things to say about it. Uh, yeah, just quickly before we start, I just want to say uh, that I know this is not canon or anything like that, so yeah, I just want to mention that for right away. It's not canon. It never was meant to be. It's just more of like a fun book, kind of to imagine a little bit. And in this case, it's of course Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe. So quickly before we start, I just want to keep a quick mention. Like, when you think of Deadpool, do you think he could kill the Marvel Universe? Comment down below. Comment down below. Because in my opinion, I always thought maybe he would be able to kill certain characters, but at the same time, I wasn't exactly sure how he would kill all of them. And I didn't even think he would be able to kill all of them. I knew he probably would be able to kill, like, say, Spider-Man or Captain America, for example. But, like, harder ones like the Hulk or something, I was surprised to see him kill them. Same with, like, a lot of the X-Men and a lot of different characters like the Fantastic Four. I'm curious. I thought that was very interesting. I mean, personally, I never really read this before, so I was going into this. I wasn't too sure how he was going to kill them, and it did, like, it kind of was like, damn, you kind of realize that. So I was interested to see this book. I mean, this is kind of what you think. I think there's also the Punisher kills the Marvel Universe, if my memory serves me right. So I'm curious to read that. I might read that after, but yeah. So yeah, let's quickly just get into this now. So first of all, this book is by Colin Bunn and Dalibor Taljik. I think I mispronounced his name. Sorry about that. But yeah, you can see their authors' names right here. And you can also see that it says parental advisory, not for kids. So very inappropriate. I must say, throughout this comic, very, very inappropriate. One of the more mature titles. As I know, Deadpool is a very mature hero and stuff. He's not essentially for kids, but at the same time, this was a very gory comic. He's cutting off people's heads, slicing them, and stuff like that. So yeah, there's just a fair warning if you're squeamish to that kind of stuff. Do not read this, but yeah. Anyways, so yeah, again, this is a very gory comic book, and I must say the gore, yeah, it's semi needed. I mean, sure, it's a bit over the top, could be over the top at some point, but when you're thinking about people dying and stuff, you're obviously gonna think, yeah, they're gonna die in some gruesome ways, like, especially when it's Deadpool. Of course, he uses swords and guns, so of course he's gonna be slicing people's heads off and whatnot. So that was interesting to see that happen. One thing I did like about this, the comic, is I actually read it in issue form, so I didn't read it like as a whole book. I read it as single issues and then kept reading it. I mean, reading it. Sorry. And I found it very interesting how they crafted it by issue. Like, he would kill one certain thing, like in issue number, I think it was 3 or 4. He ended up killing the X-Men. Then it was on to like the Punisher, and then like in the first issue, he killed like the Fantastic Four, as well as part of the Avengers and stuff like that. So I found it very interesting. Another thing, I didn't I didn't like it too much, though, I must say. I think Deadpool Kills Again approves on this a lot. Is the sense of what is Deadpool's motive for doing this? Like, the comic starts literally off as Deadpool's killing the Fantastic Four. So you're like, at the same time, you're like, what's going on with Deadpool? Like, for example, they say, like, maybe Deadpool's suffering from something, like, bad. Maybe somebody's controlling him. Yet they don't really do much after that. He's just straight up just killing everybody. And in all honesty, I don't really like that. But I mean, it told it way better in Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe again, which I think I'll do a part 2 to this, just going over that one instead too. But I mean, it was still an interesting comic. Personally, as a Deadpool fan, I I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really like Deadpool in this. But it's still a good comic. I still enjoyed it and everything. It's just I didn't like Deadpool. I just felt like it wasn't really Deadpool. I mean, he wasn't really. He was cracking a few jokes here and there, but I mean, for the most part, he was silent killing them or saying something stupid. And I feel like it takes a little bit away from the character a little bit, especially with the sense they didn't write well in terms of what his motives were. So yeah, that was interesting enough too as well. Uh, yeah, but I mean, Deadpool kills again. He does an awesome that. I'm not too sure if it's written by the same people, but that does a lot of improvement on exactly motives and stuff. But that was interesting as well. I also like. I can't remember exactly when this came out, but I mean, I was happy to see that they technically got a sequel. I say that in quotation marks because I don't think it's really a sequel. But one thing about this book as well is the lack of some heroes and stuff. Like they didn't involve like Moon Knight, some characters and stuff. They didn't really involve like I don't think they involved Daredevil or anything like that. There's a lot of off screen or not off screen like off page or I don't know what you call that, but like they killed the person and we didn't actually see it. So there's a lot of that. I wish we maybe could have seen. Sorry. Another thing too is especially with like the way he was killing people was just a little bit much. I mean, you get introduced to one character and then you just kill them. Personally, I would have liked to see maybe this could have been expanded a little bit more, maybe into a 10 issue series. So we got some more deeper into the minds of some of these characters as they see like one of their friends kill their other friend and just keep slaughtering all their friends and stuff like that. I think it would be very interesting maybe to expand on that. Maybe get some other opinions from like other non superhero powered beings. I know also he was killing supervillains too. So that's another thing. It was kind of a blank area on that. They showed like a few deaths. Like I remember one panel like he killed Green Goblin. I remember seeing that. But other than that, like it didn't really involve too much Doctor Doom per se or Magneto or any of them. That's something I liked also about Kills Again. They involve more of the villains and stuff. So yeah, that's another critique for this book. And yeah, so again, this is not a canon book, which I have mixed opinions about it because I believe totally that Deadpool could have probably killed the Marvel universe if he really wanted to. Uh, but of course, there's a big reason why they didn't make it canon as well, is because if they put it in a multiverse, it kind of screws with everything. Because at the same time, wouldn't you think maybe this Deadpool would show up again or whatever, or maybe there's something expanded on? So it's understandable, and it kind of makes Deadpool look like he's OP, like very overpowered, like he's like one of the strongest people. Which, in my personal opinion, I think he's at least top 25 at least, but I mean he's not. I personally don't think he's the strongest. Uh, Yeah, but there's definitely some stuff they could have improved upon in terms of like content of characters and stuff. I would have liked this more if it really was in like maybe a 10 issue book, maybe even 20. I feel like they could have stretched it maybe to 20. But I mean, I guess maybe they are running out of time or something like that. But I'm glad they got like a kind of sequel kind of ish thing. Uh, yeah, and I'll definitely be talking about that eventually too. But anyways, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video. Peace.